Gold Commander, we're waiting for your orders. What are you going to tell them to do? Yes, you. What are you going to tell them to do? What are you telling them? Go on, tell us what you're telling them. Why did the police attack the demonstration on the 24th of April? Why did Priti Patel and the BBC claim that we were violent against them when they were violent against us? That's what we want to know. Why did you lie on the 24th about what happened? Who was violent? Why don't you tell the truth instead of lying and standing in front of a lying corporation that's designed to spread fear and spread panic? Officer, whose names are you taking down there? Whose names are you taking down there? People you're spotting to be targeted, is it? Whose names are you taking down? People you're spotting to be targeted, is it? Do you want to tell us? You might as well tell us.
Mr. Heiko Khoo, one of my running mates in the election for Central West area.
I want to say a couple of things. Can you hear it okay? Is that loud enough? Is that loud enough? Is that loud enough? Okay. One of the police commissioners contacted me yesterday because we went to Scotland Yard about the events of the 24th of April when the police attacked the musical event in Hyde Park. It's quite clear, all of you will know who bothered to look on what happened, that the police deliberately attacked that event in order to create headlines the next day, when Priti Patel also said that anyone charged with offences on that day from attacking the police when we were attacked by the police, anyone charged should get double the normal criminal prosecution. In other words, double the sentence. Double the sentence. Thank you very much for finishing my sentence. Double the normal sentence is what they said. Well, here we're entering into an arbitrary totalitarian state where they can use a fabricated event, fabricated violence, organised and orchestrated by the police at Speaker's Corner, where we won the right to vote, where we won the right to speak, where women won the right to vote, where all our democratic rights are associated with that territory, that piece of land called Speaker's Corner that we won in 1866. Let me tell you just a quick story about that, the background. In 1855, there was a mass protest in Hyde Park. It happened 1 year after a major cholera epidemic in London. After that cholera epidemic, the masses were told that they could no longer go and buy beer. They could no longer go to the shops on Sunday. And the people took to the streets against this imposition on the majority of the population, preventing them from drinking, preventing them from shopping. Sound familiar? In 1855. And 150,000 people took to Hyde Park. Notice this. In the last two demonstrations against the lockdown, there have been two major conflicts in Hyde Park. We won them both. We won them both against the police. They created lines, attacked us, and then backed off. The same thing happened on the 24th. Now the police are preparing a report written by the police, for the police, and for the government ministers, just like they did with Sarah Everard protest. On the Sarah Everard event, if you actually read the insane report written by the officials, they claimed that Piers and me orchestrated what happened when the police marched in and attacked the people on that demonstration. As they attacked the people on the 24th of April, we need witnesses, witness statements, video statements of everybody who saw what happened. We need a public statement from the people about what happened. Not only do we need that about that event on the 24th and the previous event, we also need it about the entire year of terror imposed by the police against us in the name of coronavirus. We need witness statements on video and in text by the people, from the people, about what has happened in this year of utter insanity. We need to make a memory, a living memory of the people, of what happened, so that we can go to our children and say, this is the truth of what happened. This is what happened to our society. This is why it turned into a lunatic asylum. And through going through that process of learning about what happened, about exchanging ideas, we can make a step forward. And let me tell you this, what I noticed on the 24th of April, and also at other events recently. The police, look at their faces. On that demonstration on the 24th, we fucking protected them. We protected them from violence when they were attacking us. And yet they claim we attacked them. But watch their faces. Some of the police, 1 in every 10, you can see they're nervous, they're scared, they no longer know what they're doing, they no longer know why they're doing it. All that needs to happen, and I've been in 2 revolutions, all that happens in a revolution is the state apparatus begins to split. A split does not mean they all join us. A split means 1 or 2 break ranks, give up the helmet, join the demonstration. That creates a tidal wave which breaks through and initiates revolutionary change. We are not that far away. We are not that far away. And if it comes to the autumn and they use some variant as an excuse to create a new lockdown, which will probably be due to other reasons, for example, certain medication that people have taken or has been given to them. If that is the case, and they try and impose a new lockdown, I believe that is the point at which the state apparatus, the police in particular, will begin to break away. We need to constantly go out and expand our influence, and then go to the police officers again and again and again, even those that have beaten us, even those that have arrested us illegally. Go back to them again and again and again, and 1 or 2 will crack, and that will open the door for revolutionary transformation of society. We made a website called unmask.org.uk, which goes into the details of the scientific evidence. If you look that up, unmask.org.uk, you can send a message, phone number or something like that, or I'll do the same thing as I did previous time as well, because it worked quite well. You can send me a text message with your email address. The number is 07722 523 629. 07722 523 629. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Heiko, where did you get your balls of steel? Were you born with them?
You learn to fight. You learn to fight. There's nothing, you know, I remember when I was a little kid, I was asked to get up and speak in the school assembly. I must have been 6 years of age or something like that. And when I got up and speak, I shat myself. There is a problem in the British society, and there's a problem on the lockdown process as well. The fact that I'm standing here, and Piers is standing here speaking, and you aren't, is an issue. It is an issue. We need to find our voice. Don't be afraid of saying something that's wrong. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. Get up and speak. And once you learn to speak, it's a path you never step back from. You never step back from. Because you're doing what's natural to the human being. Communicate what you feel, what you sense, what's natural to your mind, what comes out spontaneously. Let it out. Express yourself. Just like you first learn to dance. When you first dance, you feel awkward, you feel strange, you feel peculiar. Speaking is the same thing. Everybody can speak. Everybody should speak. Learn to use your voice to speak to the people. Come to Speaker's Corner. I'll train you to speak. I'll help you to learn. Come and find your voice. And let's have every street corner in the country as a Speaker's Corner where we stand up, debate and argue. And then they're fucked because they can't actually argue against us. That's why. Now, one more thing. You may have seen that they banned me from YouTube for spreading information against the consensus. I went to the YouTube headquarters, stroke Google headquarters, and they said, okay, we're not going to put you back on. So I went in there and protested. Then they said, first they said, we're going to make concession. Then they said, we're not putting you back on. And I thought to myself, because I remember I used to do walking tours on the history of Berlin. And in the main square in what's called Bibelplatz, I used to do Joseph Goebbels' speech on the day of the book burning, to do a reenactment. Well, what the fuck is it if it's not book burning? The same thing. If they ban you from YouTube, if they ban your ideas, if they ban your videos, not only the ones you issue, but the ones from the past. They're eradicating the memory of humanity about the truth. They're eradicating it. That is Stalinism, and that is fascism in the book burning sense. Heinrich Heine, the German poet, once said, "He who burns books later burns people." That is where we're heading, and that is why we need to oppose this, and we need to organise a protest demonstration at the headquarters of Google, where thousands turn up and encircle Google and force them to withdraw the censorship they're imposing upon society, and force them to allow us to broadcast and stream. They told me that even if we stream from Speaker's Corner, they've got the right to take it down. What the fuck did we win Speaker's Corner for if they got the right to ban us? Now I'm in court on the 27th for recording in Hyde Park, for using a mobile phone in Hyde Park. They're going to charge me with a criminal offence for using a mobile phone in Hyde Park. There's one reason for that, because Hyde Park is where we've always protested. So if they ban us from video recording in Hyde Park, they can attack us whenever they like and say that any evidence is criminally gathered. That's how fucked this world is.